Hey, how's it going, everybody? So we're going to be having a just kind of a fun throw together video today. Not anything crazy, but I know I did one of these before, and I just, it seems like there's certain times in everybody's collection that they kind of think to themselves, I'm probably not going to watch that movie. Or, do I really need it? I have a physical copy and I have the digital copy, and I get it. A lot of people will say, digital's not forever. They might pull it off of Voodoo or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But my whole idea is, am I going to watch it? Am I going to watch it enough to the point where I can own it or I need to own it? Or can I stick with just the digital copy and then, sell this to get something else maybe that I want, or put it towards a bigger item maybe? Who knows? But that's what's going to happen today. It's going to be the Purge of, what month is it? May? Purge of May, basically. So the first Purge of 2023. So I did one last year. It was just a kind of a fun throw together video. It's just movies that I may not want anymore. So without further ado, we'll get into the movies. I do have an NES game too. Apparently I had a duplicate of this game, so figured, why not just get rid of it, sell it, and maybe just trade it for another game. I don't know. But either way, let's get into the stack that I have here next to me. Alright, so first one up is going to be The Outpost, Black Sun. It's a zombie Nazi movie. It really is not that great. I mean, I watched it once. It's enjoyable, but I don't see myself going back to it, so why not? Next up is going to be Vice Squad. So this was a Scream Factory release. This was one way back in the day. Wow, I could say way back in the day now. When my first YouTube video I ever did on this channel was basically an estate sale. I bought a whole bunch of movies, box sets, and everything like that. And this was one movie that I picked up that I never seen. And I figured, why not? I'll pick it up for like $1, $2. And then I watched it, and it's not, again, most of these movies are not terrible. But, I don't see myself watching it again. It's kind of like a exploitation, like, crime thriller-ish movie. So it's not bad, but, not my cup of tea. I don't see myself watching it over and over like a lot of the movies that I have back here. Next one I know is probably going to anger a couple people, but the Bubba Hotep on 4K, I don't know. I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I love Bruce Campbell. I just don't see myself watching it over and over and over again, and I get it. It's a 4K, it's a Scream Factory, why don't you keep it because it's a collector's edition, but I'm kind of with Ken. It wasn't the best. It's not terrible. Ken thinks it's terrible, but I don't think it's terrible, but it's definitely not watchable again, so it is what it is, Next thing up is going to be the Do the Right Thing Steelbook. I think this was the Target exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It's a good movie. It's a one and done kind of for me, and I'm not a huge fan of Spike Lee. Some of his movies I like, some I don't, but I don't really tend to gravitate towards Spike Lee as much. So, let's make room for something else. Of course, we're going to have Harrison Ford, Air Force One. The only reason I'm getting rid of this is because I ended up upgrading to the other 4K, which has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so it's superior, I guess, to this. It's still not bad, but, Harrison Ford, Air Force One, get off my plane. Just saying. Alright, then we're going to have the Matrix Steelbook. So this, I have no idea where I got it. It's been a while since I got it, but my intention on getting rid of this is just buying the first one on 4K. I don't care about the second one or the third one or fourth one. I don't really care about any of those. Really, the only movie that I want to get is going to be the first one on 4K. So that's what I'm going to do is end up getting rid of this and getting the 4K. So I just want to get it for a cheaper price. These next three movies, I'm going to just shoot through. They were good, but they're not my favorite, and they're just not Harry Potter. This one wasn't the best, so yeah. Secrets of Dumbledore, of course, they're all the Fantastic Beasts. Grindelwald right there. And then the original Steelbook. I don't know if this is I think this is just the Blu-ray. Yeah, this is just the Blu-ray anyways. There's no 4K in it. So, I don't know. I watched them. They're okay. It seemed like the first one was pretty solid, and then it just slowly went downhill from there. So this next one was just because of an upgrade. I got the complete collection on 4K that just came out like I think a month or two ago, but it is the Rocky Steelbook, and it is all of the movies. One thing I'm very happy about getting rid of this, at least, is because I hate when they do collections like this and they stack the movies. It drives me absolutely nuts. I remember getting this a long time ago, and I opened it up. I was like, okay, I kind of just want to get the individual movies. But, you know, it is what it is. I think I got it as a gift way back in the day. Either way, I upgraded the 4K collection. You know, let's get rid of that. We don't need it. We don't need it to just sit up on the shelf. Next up, of course, a house with, I don't even know, the house with a clock in its walls. You know, whatever. The title is what it is. But again, you know, enjoyable, but I watched it one time. I'm not going to watch it again. That was also one of the movies that I ended up getting from that estate sale. So, yeah. Of course, next up, Caddyshack. Don't come at me. This is just a duplicate. That was one of the movies that I ended up getting for like 50 cents somewhere, I believe. So, it is what it is. And then, of course, Top Secret. It's a funny movie. I enjoyed it. I have the digital copy now. I'm not going to watch the physical copy. If I want to watch it, I'm going to watch it digitally. Or I'm going to find, you know, a Scary Movie 1 or 2 or 3. Because, I don't know, I just think those 3 movies are superior to this movie. So, yeah. Next up is going to be the Peanut Butter Falcon. I have it on digital. And this movie, it's a solid movie. Don't get me wrong, Shia LaBeouf does a great job. Basically, everybody in this movie does a great job. But I have it digitally, so if I want to rewatch it, I can do it that way. And on top of that, it hits right in the feels, so it's hard to watch very emotional movies like this. Like, you want to kind of seek it out and watch it, you know, when you're feeling that way, but it's going to be a long time. I have emotional movies back there that I can choose from, and that's probably going to be the lower on the list of some of the other movies I have. And then, of course, Snake Eyes. Again, I put it on my digital, so I have it if I want to watch it again. It's not that good of a movie, and also I got it for like $3, so, you know, it's gonna clear up my shelf. We have Better Off Dead. Again, I have the digital copy for it, and to be fair, I just didn't enjoy it that much. Like, it's a funny movie for the most part, but, like, I'm not sitting there thinking, like, man, I have to watch Better Off Dead. I just have to. It's such a good movie. So, sorry, John Cusack. And the last movie that I have is Bad Teachers with Cameron Diaz, Justin Timberlake, Jason Segel. Again, funny movie for what it is, and I don't really know how, but I feel like I've sold this like 3 or 4 times, but somehow I keep having it in my collection. Is that just me? Or I have no idea. But either way, I feel like I've sold this like 3 or 4 times and it just somehow ends up in my collection. So, I don't know. Either way, we're going to get rid of it. We'll see if it shows up again. Who knows? Who really knows? I have no idea how it keeps showing up. But, with that being said, I just kind of flashed it there. But, with that being said, we have one NES game. It's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just a duplicate. Somehow I have a second one in my collection. I tested it to make sure that both work fine, graphics look great, so I figured, you know, why not? I mean, I think it's only like a $10 game. It's not super expensive, but, you know, why sit it on my shelf over here with my other games? Or sell it, maybe get another $10 game, who knows? So what we'll do, we'll exchange these at the DVD exchange in my area. We'll see, you know, how much we get. Who knows? Maybe there's something there that I'll like that I could exchange some of these for, and, you know, we'll come back with it. Either way, we'll give you an update here in a couple of seconds and tell you how much, you know, we got total and all of that. I know they should give you a nice little printout. But either way, before we tell you the update and how much we made, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, do all that fun stuff. You know, if you like anything behind me, if you like horror, if you like comics, if you like vinyl, any of that fun stuff. If you like that, you're going to like this channel. So do all that, and then without further ado, Alright, and just like that, we are back. We ended up getting, we got a good amount. I believe it was around $88. I have the receipt somewhere, in the other room. But either way, we got a good amount. It wasn't like, $1 here, $1 there. Some of them were like $1. Like Caddyshack, I think we got like $1.50 for. Some of the Rocky stuff, we got a little bit more. Some of the Steelbooks, 4Ks, we got a little bit more as well. But that's the name of the game. You go and take stuff to, DVD Exchange or whatever, store you have in your area. Of course, they have to make a profit too, so you're not going to get top dollar for every single item. But either way, that's fine with me, because what I ended up doing was taking that money and putting it towards 2 items that I didn't even know they had until I went there, and they were just fantastic items. So let me get them down here. So the first thing up, I wanted to get from Mondo, and I don't know, I sat on it and it went out of stock, and I found it. It was like, it was meant to be, basically. But it is the Cobra Kai Strike First. I mean, we gotta get right back here. Should be able to see it pretty well. Yeah, the light's kind of glaring off there. But it's the box set vinyls for, I believe it's the first season. Don't yell at me if I'm incorrect, but I believe it's the first season. It might be the first couple seasons. But of course, I won't go, like too in depth with this. But you have the Miyagi-Do vinyl. You have the Cobra Kai, which, I mean, is a fist punching through a snake. So how hardcore metal is that? And then of course you have the actual championship set right here. So each vinyl has its own little kind of track list or playlist, which is awesome. And then on top of that, it's just a little kind of throw-in, but you get like a nice little, hey, come try, Cobra Kai. Come join our team here. So it's just like a cool pamphlet, basically, that they would, or flyer that they would throw out there. So it's just a cool, small little, that's why I like Mondo and Waxwork and that, because they just throw in small little things like that. It's not anything crazy. I'm not going to sell that for $1 billion anywhere, but it's a cool, nice little added bonus, and it's just funny to see. If you want to see a more in-depth look at some of the vinyl that I have, definitely let me know as well, because if you're not already, I have a TikTok and Instagram. They're always kind of linked down in the description below as well, but those are kind of where I'll do, shorter, they're like 60 seconds, so they don't take much of your time, but it kind of shows you like what the vinyl is, what are, the soundtracks, what are the songs, what are the scores, everything like that. Centerfolds kind of goes more in depth with those, but definitely let me know if you've seen anything on my channel that you kind of want to see a closer look at, because I definitely can. Without further ado, I am absolutely in love with this thing, so I'm just going to show it to you. Right here, Waxwork, Jason Takes Manhattan. So right here is 2. This is like brand new. It's not even opened. I don't want to open it yet, just because, I don't know, I'm weird like that. I'm definitely going to play it after this video. But either way, what's nice too is you pull this out and his whole face comes out. So this is like the actual, window on the boat that gets cracked open, and he's kind of looking through. So it's Waxwork. They do fantastic stuff. If you've never heard of this company, just buy everything from them. But either way, of course we have the back. We have like the little Jason just hanging out, looking through, like, hey, what's up, guys? What's happening? You want to hang out? So either way, 2 awesome pickups that I would have never even known were there. And I picked them up. Basically, I just switched out some DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, Steelbooks, that just are sitting around. I'm not going to watch. Maybe I don't enjoy the movie as much. Maybe they're duplicates because I upgraded. Who knows? What have you. But, I ended up getting this, and this is out of print. I ended up getting this, and this is out of print. So, cool items that I'm definitely going to use and listen to. Or just stuff that's going to sit on my shelf that I'm not going to watch. So, either way, what did you guys think of my pickups? What did you guys think of kind of the small little footage here and there that I had of the store? Anything really. Just leave it down in the comment section below, and then we will see you guys in another video.